Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Kingston final run of this debate. And our motion today is because believe that white animals should not be kept in captivity. First, I will introduce our debaters today. On my left, speakers from the government team, the opening government from acting as the Prime Minister, Mr. Akbar Arif, acting as the Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Abu Hassan. And the closing government team from FIA, acting as the member of government, Agus Prayogo, acting as government lead, Muhammad Musalim. On my left, speakers from opposition team, the opening opposition from SDB, acting as the leader of opposition, Reski Amalia, acting as the deputy leader of opposition, Rahmi. And the closing opposition from Fauzan, acting as the member of opposition, Nanda, and acting as the opposition lead, Pikan. And I spend the other time to our judges. As the chair of educator is Ms. Oscarini, and the panelists, Ms. Nur Sucitirana, Ms. Winda, and Ms. Hira. And I'm Sandy as the chairperson and Rico as timekeeper for today. And now to open the session, let's call the Prime Minister, Mr. Akbar Arif.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, our motion today is the House believes that wild animals should not be kept in captivity. So, before I'm going to explain and deliver my debate about this motion, I'm going to select the definition first. Because this House believes that the wild animal, what this motion means is the wild animal that belongs to wild nature, and it should not be kept in captivity. Why it should not kept in the captivity? Because we all know that right now they are a wild animal, and it's not supposed to do. It's not supposed to in the cage, in the natural spaces that suffer and not feel really well. And we all also know that there are also so many persons that in the captivity make the wild animal suffers because they are not treated them very well, and not all of the trainer, I mean not all of the keeper is well to the wild animal itself. And then wild animal is not supposed to in the cage because we want to make the wild animals to the wild nature because of what? Because we want to save them. We want to make them. We want to make wild animals that suffer become feel calmer and safer than in the cages and in the bars. And besides that, we also feel comfortable, right? If we are in some kind of like foreign habitat, foreign environment, and if we are in our natural, our original environment, we will feel so much better than in our foreign environment itself. And then every wild animal have their own instinct, and then their habits. When we make them in the captivity, they are not. We will make the instinct and the habit of the wild animal becomes dull and not as sharp as they in the wild habitat. And then the captivity are right now it acts as just an entertainment, not as the habitat and natural habitat. And they are come to the capture itself to take advantages from the beauty, from the wonderful from that wild animal, and not want to longer their life, and it is shortened, and it is makes shorten their life too. And one of the research that the real elephant in natural habitat is 100 times bigger than the elephant that is in the captivity. So that's what we are supposed to reach by making this motion, and we want to make them safe. We want to make them feel safe, and we want to make them feel their original life, make them insane, make them feeling is still wild, and because they are wild animal, not famous animal. And then how we will make some environment that it is still some kind of forest, but we are going to intensively watch them. We will check them in the sustained period of time, not leave them as it be. And then it is good that they are not in the captivity, because they every people come to the zoo, for example. It's only for entertainment and not and it is not their natural their natural habitat. And then back to the solution. The environment itself is going to their original because if how well how we cannot copy the original habitat. We don't care I don't care how much how better you want to make the replica of the environment. You will not make them as same as their natural habitat. So it won't take them and it won't make them feel better. So this motion is supposed to stand and make them safe. Thank you very much.
Prime Minister spent 7 minutes and 17 seconds, and between 17 and 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Okay, to open the case from the opposition side, let's go with the opposition as Yamalia.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm from the opening of the conversation. Firstly, I want to say that this house says that wild animals should not be kept in captivity. First, I would like to rebut the Prime Minister's statement. He has said just now that wild animal is some animals that have wild nature, but he didn't explain what kind of animal. So what kind of animal? So we believe that wild animal is wild animal here it's kind of wild animals that is about to be extinct, and we believe that the government should have them in captivity. The Prime Minister also has said that not all of the keepers give the well treatment to the animals that is in the captivity. So not all, but there are also the good keeper, right? So why we can make some like training to create and to create the best quality of keeper to the animal. And the Prime Minister also said that the people who keep the animal in captivity just take the advantages that if by keeping the wild animal in captivity can give the advantages to the government and also give the advantages to the animals, then why not? Like as we know that the condition of our nature right now, there are the condition of our nature how many people open the forest and make the forest as what is it, something like people housing, like a housing or place for the society. So the wild animals can lose their own nature. So they can accidentally come to the people housing, like for example. So we can see the bigger danger if the animals come to the people come to the society. We have seen many examples of that, like there are bears. They come to the mini market. I saw it in the news, and the Prime Minister also said that we cannot copy the original nature of the wild animals. But we disagree about his statement before, because we said that we can copy it like in Pasuruan. In Pasuruan there is a place for wild animals. The name is Sugan. They keep the animals. Well. It's not like a zoo, but the animal can still use the instinct to eat. So the instinct will still be active. So we from the opposition team really deny that the wild animals, and we really believe, and absolutely believe that wild animals should be kept in captivity for society and the animals itself. Thank you.
Period of opposition, 6 minutes and 13 seconds. 6 minutes and 13 seconds. To get a response from the government side, we have escort.
Okay, so directly go to my rebuttal from the previous speaker, the leader of the opposition. Is that first, what kind of animal? Animal. The type of animal is divided into tame, wild, or what, etc. So we have already mentioned the kind of the animal is wild animal. Okay, wild animal. When you ask what animal, that's it. For example, lion, say that, and then we are going to mention the name of the animal. But we say that the government not given us the kind of animal we have already. The wild animal. That's the kind of the animal that we are discussing today. Okay. Then next. You said that you define, you give your own explanation related to the wild animals is extinct animal. The animal that almost be extinct, okay, almost be extincted. Almost gone from the earth, from the earth. Okay, good. You said that by giving a very good quality keeper, you are going to keep that kind of extinct animal. Now, I said that animal who is going to be extincted is not because you can keep them in the best way, we are going to keep that kind of extinction. Okay? Maybe it can also kind of system that is already created. Okay, that is already created by the law or by the natural, that this animal later is going to be extinct. No matter what, because okay, we are as a human is getting we need a place, we need a kind of many things that maybe we don't have any choice. Then finally we take this kind of threat for human. Okay, for human means that this kind of animal is going to be extinct not because the extinct itself, but it is created. I mean, it's in one system. So we want to take because we don't have any house, we don't have any land. Which one do we choose? The forest, the only forest. So we take it for the human. So what's wrong with that? Okay. So do you want to keep that kind of forest and finally the human has no kind of house? Which one do you choose? The human being in their boats or just taking that kind of land? Exactly. Then no place, okay, no place for the animal, okay. We as the government, you said that because of we taking the place of the animal, means that we later the animal will have no place to live in their natural. Okay, good. It is I can give you the solution that we as the government give you a very good solution. Later we are going to make a regulation with all of the kind how to say that. If there is a kind of forest, we as a government will make all of the people who get a kind of access to that forest. When you want to take that kind of land of the forest, maybe you can take other land, not the forest. I said that. Okay, so not that kind of forest that you are going to take. I mean, we are going to protect that forest. We are going to protect that forest. So later, the forest is going to be safe, and finally, it can be still be a place for the animal. And then this is a very good statement for you that actually get a kind of opposite. Okay, I don't know. You said that first we cannot copy the environment of the forest, but we still disagree with this motion. You cannot make the same environment of the forest, but you still disagree. And after that, we believe that we can copy it. First, we cannot copy that, and then we cannot make, we still disagree with this motion, and we believe we still can copy that. We can copy that. We believe we still can copy that. Which one do you choose? Okay, like in Pasuruan, means when you want to say that you can copy that, first you can copy that. Don't say we cannot copy that, but we can copy that. Which one? Okay, then in order to make the animal safe, we should keep them in one of the special area in the cage like that. I mean, it can like in the Pasuruan, we are going to keep it. We are going to keep them from the dangerous outside like that. Right? So I said that it's not going to save their life. This is my statement that animals belong to their natural habitat. Their natural habitat, created in the system, okay, created in the system. Wild animal like a kind of lion, tiger or something like that, they need to gather their own food using their teeth, and then if danger because of that kind of predators, they need the predators. To be the wild animal, they need the predators. When we keep that inside of one of the safe area with the best people that you have already given, the best people we keep, no predator. If there's predators, predator go there, for example. So this kind of animal will not live as a wild animal. Okay, so what is the solution? Release them to the forest that we have already created, that we have already protected by the law that I have said before, protected by the law, that so that kind of forest is going to be safe, release them to that kind of forest, send them back to the forest, they are going to be wild. And that is the way that we can save the wild animals. Not keeping them in one of the captivity like that, keeping them in one of the cage or in the special area, it's not saving them. It's not saving them. I said that wild animals cannot be kept. Wild animals should belong to the forest. Okay, so we strongly believe that this kind of motion should stand. No matter what, wild animals should be released, not kept in one of the captivity like that. Thank you very much.
Deputy of Government spent 7 minutes and 13 seconds. 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Now to work the case of the opening team, let's call the Deputy Leader of Opposition. Class 3.
I am a member of Autonomous Opposition in rebuttal for Autonomous Government. He said that, we can keep the forest for the animal, but how about the people? Who wants to have a living society? Because we know that we doesn't have enough. We have to open the land for the society for society's home. So if we just keep our forest, I think how about the people? How about the people? And then. We believe that the animals should be kept in captivity because we protect them from extinction. Because our generation still has to know about what animals in Indonesia. So we have to protect with them, and then we have to protect the society. If wild animal still living in the forest and the citizens take some advantages from the forest, the animal can live well in the forest. I think that's enough. Thank you.
The video opposition spent 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I repeat, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Now, to open the closing debate, let's call member of government. Abdul Qayyum.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I, as a member of government, totally disagree with the idea of we should give them in captivity. We should keep animals in captivity. So first, I would like to rebuttal the argument of the deputy leader of opposition.
First, she insisted that by keeping them in cages, it will protect the animals from harm. So, I have a question for you. If you want to protect your boyfriend from being stolen by another woman, would you keep them in cages so they will not be stolen by other women? Is that what are you saying? Is that it? Okay, so I would like to tell you what has been going on in this debate. So first, our leader of government has given us a good our leader of government has given us a good definition of the wild animals and the background philosophy. So he told us that we should not keep them in captivity because animals have their own rights. They need to be free. First, they have to become one with nature. And second, by protecting them cagely, we will rid them from their natural instincts. And if you are keeping them in the cages with their mate or friends with the same species of animal, even if you keep them, they still need to interact with other species or other kinds of animals, and that is not natural. And second, the leader of opposition stated that we need more trained keepers so that the animals would be treated carefully and treated well. Well, nowadays, you know that nowadays it is really hard to be done. It is really hard to be done. It is not as easy as flipping your hand. You should really remember that. And the DDCC of government has told us that cage and human habitats are not the natural habitats for animals. As an example, we as humans cannot live in a rainforest, or we cannot live in the North Pole because it is not our natural habitat. And it is the same as animals, because cages or cities where they are being caged or being kept is not their natural habitat. First, as I said before, it will strip them of their natural habitat. Second, it can make them suffer mentally. And another point, firstly, they are being caged because of we as humans want to see their beauty or want to use their beauty such as in entertainment and as we said before, in the zoo. Even if you can create the copy of their natural habitat, as the opposing government has said before, we cannot copy that perfectly. We cannot copy that perfectly. And the solution that has been given by the deputy of opposition is allow to give the animals their own natural habitat, and humans cannot do anything about it. Like they can't take the land, or they can't take the products of that forest, or they cannot even take the animals within the forest. I, as the member of government, have another solution to back this up. Okay. We all know that human is considered as the highest level of creature, and we are gifted by the mind, we are gifted by mental stability. So, my solution is not bringing those animals to our habitats like a city or caging them as what happens now, but we as humans have to jump to the wilderness itself to protect them in their own habitat. Like we will both protect them from unnatural incidents such as human hunting or something like that, but we as humans will not interrupt with the natural cycle of life, such as we will not give them food, and we will also let them to hunt their own. We will also, we will also let them to hunt their own food because it is part of natural cycle. I think that's all from me.
Member of government spend 5 minutes and 31 seconds. And repeat 5 minutes and 31 seconds. To give the response from the opposition side, let's call the member of opposition. Anda.
Okay, good morning. I'm Nana Katika. I coaching organization member. First, I would like to government member. They said we protect the wild animal in nature habitat. But in my opinion, the wild animal, the safety of wild animals is not there. Right? Yeah.
and 12 minutes and 14 seconds. 5 minutes and 14 seconds. What the government say? Let's call the government. Muhammad Mustafa.
Okay, now to start my argument, first I want to give some review about our debate today. First, my Prime Minister has stated clearly about the wild animals that should not be kept in captivity and why the wild animals should not be kept in captivity because the characteristics, the instinct of the wild animals will become dual. But then, the leader of opposition stated that they should be kept in the captivity, and to give the solution about this problem is to give them a good keeper. Well, I believe this is not enough, and we are talking about wild animals here. It is not only about protecting them physically, but also to protect their true nature as the wild animals. And my deputy of Prime Minister re-explained to us about wild animals and also give us the solution about the forest where we should release the animals so they can roam freely in the forest, and we need to protect the forest by the law. I believe this is a good solution where we can keep their nature, their physical, and the wild animals, and we also protect them by the law. And I believe it is a very good solution. And then my deputy leader, my member of government also stated, also giving us additional solution about how we should jump to the forest. By protecting them directly in the forest where we should protect them in the wild animals by outside the street, from the outside, for example, from the human, because the opposition still opposing this motion because they think that by keeping them in the zoo, it is the best solution. But I believe it is not, because as I stated before, it is about protecting their true nature also, not only about their physical. I also want to give some rebuttal to the previous speaker from the closing opposition about keeping the animals in the zoo. They stated about appreciation to the wild animals by placing the wild animals in the zoo, and so the people can learn the wild animals in the zoo. Well, I believe it is totally wrong. The way to appreciate the wild animals is not about placing them in the zoo and to expose them to the people. I believe the correct way to appreciate the wild animals is to keep them in their true environment, their true place to live, so they can maintain their true nature. I believe that is the correct way to protect the wild animals, not only physically but also their true nature. And I believe the solution that has been given by my partner from the opening and the closing government is the best way to keep the wild animals. And that's why I believe this motion should stand, and I believe the wild animals should not be kept in captivity. Thank you.
and 4 minutes and 28 seconds. 4 minutes and 28 seconds. And now it was the open. Okay, let's call the question list.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, the honorable educators. Well, I am Susan as the opposition whip from Voting Opposition. I will remind you about the debate that has begun before, that from the opening team and the whole opposing team. We do believe that the wild animals should be kept in captivity. Why? The opening government has said that it's to defend their natural characteristics and their instincts as well as the nature, and then the opening opposition has said that the activities, the care of the human to protect them is by captivity. So the first speaker from the opening government has said that to stop all the wild animals from suffer and not treated very well in the zoo. But as my partner has said that in international there's an association such as ASA, Association of Zoos and Aquariums, that have a high standard and high level of the management of the zoo and aquariums that care of the wild animals like in the land or under the sea. That is from the experts. So we believe that if the management can be done well, it can be successful for the management of the zoo. And then we saw that if the wild animals should not be kept in captivity, it means that they agree the wild animals should be in the wild nature. But we must see that the conditions about our wild nature can guarantee that our wild nature is still can solve our problems. Instead of any human destroy the forest, human destroy the wild animals, and then the opening government has said that it's because the natural system. You know that in our world there is a global warming, there is change, and it is because of human disturb the natural system that is created before. So when amphibious human has disturbed and destroyed the wild animals or system, as a human that has a good purpose, we must set them, the wild animals, to captivity. For what? First, for the breeding. The wild animals in the limited habitat that we know right now, they can mate well. So we have them to breed and increase the population of wild animals, especially for the wild animals that would exist. And then the second one is for the food. First, our habitat, like now, for the forest or the jungle in the wild nature, for the food that humans disturb and change of food, we have the wild animals to take care of them, to give their food, and they can survive. And then the next is, I'm really interested for the statement of voting government for the first speaker that has comparing these wild animals to a boyfriend, to a human. So he compared a human to the wild animal. That is a different case. And then the first speaker has said we cannot live in rainforest our North Pole. So what about the Balinese tribe, Asmat tribe, Dayak tribe that live in rainforest, and Eskimo tribe that lives in the North Pole? We forget that. animals. We see that who guarantees can the wild animals can live well in the wild nature. We can talk about, for example, crime hunting, and even in national parks. For example, Kutai National Park, it is prohibited by law in the government. There is still a hunter, and humans still disturb their nature, habitat. And then, for example, the distribution of orangutan, homoptic mammals, is changed by disturb of humans. And then, for the opening composition that have said that the wild animals also have attack humans when their habitat is disturbed by humans. They attack the human and then kill the human and you conquer the human and wild animals, no right? So, to solve that, we must keep to save humans and to save the wild animals too by sacrificing them to the zoo and to the cage. And then for another person has said before that we can learn with the educated zoo for the wild animals. We can see their activities and they are worried about the instinct, the natural, but the preposition and there is zoo not just two multiple tree matters, but also a large case for them to give a natural natural them to make them feel they're still not lost. And we all deprive such as the wild animal product in the wild nature who can guarantee that they can thrive in the wild nature. But the legislation, we take care of them with a good management and with good standards that we have all agreed. We can put them and making their population is increasing. So we totally believe that, strongly believe the wild animals should be kept in the cage. Thank you.
Composition with 7 minutes and 27 seconds. 7 minutes and 27 seconds. Okay, that's the end of the game. This was for the speakers. And this debate is from Samarinda. I invite the debaters to go to the hall. Nanti yang